Hey, welcome back to another mandolin lesson. Today we're going to work on Bill Cheatham. This is a great mandolin tune to have in your arsenal. It's in the key of A. I'll play it through once and then we'll go over it together. 1, 2, 3. All right, so we're going to start off with the pickup notes with that open A string and then the 4th fret on the D string, and those come in on the 4th beat of the measure beforehand. So if you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, and so it's a down up stroke, down on the A, and that brings us to the first measure. We got a quarter note, 2nd fret, and then we're going to do a double stop here, which is the bottom half of an A chord. It's like the 5th and the 3rd of the A chord. So we got the 2nd fret of the D string, 4th fret of the A string. It's going to be your 1st and 2nd finger, and again you want those bumped up right against those frets to get the cleanest note. So the very first 3 notes besides the pickup notes are all quarter notes. We got a down, up, down, 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 and then 2 more 8th notes for the 4th beat. O, 2, down, up, and then we got 4, 2, O, 4, 2, O, 4, 2. It's kind of part of a scale pattern. As part of that pattern, 4, 2, O, 4, 2, O, 4, 2. And that leads us to the second measure with an open D. And that leads us to the 3rd measure with an open D, quarter note. And this time we're going to play a D chord. Normally we play that 4th and 5th fret with like your 1st and 2nd finger. We're going to play with our middle finger and ring finger. Again, 3 quarter notes in a row, and then 8th notes, 5, O, which brings us to measure 4. So similar to the, now I got 2, O, 5, 2, E, 5, 5, quarter note. And then we're back to that 2nd measure. A little different there. So instead of walking down to the D string, 4, 2, O, 4, 2, O, 2, 4, kind of leads us into the ending. This is a really good ending in the key of A. 5, 4, 5. You're going to cross the E string and catch it with an upstroke. Down, up, 2, 4, 5, 2. It's a good place to remind yourself. Leave that finger down if you're going to go right back to it. Right? In this case, we're going 2, 4, 5, and back to that 2. 5, 4, 5, O. I hold that down. I know it's ready and able for that last note. And I just walk down the scale. So let's try it all one more time. Quarter or double stops. D chord again right here. I'm going to leave that ring finger down from that D chord, that D note, for that whole section. Then for the D chord, and then for the next lick, 5, O, 2, O, 5, 2, O, 5, 5. That ring finger stayed down that whole time. It all repeats. The second ending. So this time instead of doing the O4, which brings you back around again, we're going to go to the E string, O2, and that leads us into the B part, E4, E5. It's just like an A arpeggio. E4, might just practice that measure back and forth. Again, in this case, on that 5-2-5, I'm leaving this 2 down that whole time. 5-2-5-2-5. 4-4-0-2-4-5. Does that again. E4, E5, 2-5-2-5. This time we're going to walk down the scale. E5, 4. So we want to end on that B note right there. E5, 4, 0, 2. Back to the beginning again. E4, E5. Another great ending for the key of A. Five, 4, 5, 0, 2, 5, 4, 2. Again, I held that 2 down. E5, 4, 2, 0. And then it repeats. So now we're going to do the entire song, A part twice, B part twice. I'll play the chords and then go back into the solo one more time. Remember, when you're going back into the solo, you have to leave off one of those beats that we play on the mandolin because we're coming in on that 4th beat when we do those pickup notes. So we've got to drop off a little early, and I'll remind you when we get to it. 1, 2, 3. D, A, D, E, A. Repeats all that. A, D, E, A. A, D, A, E. A, D, E, A. E, A. Repeat that. Again, we're going to drop off this last A chord. One last note on this, you'll notice that I'm not playing the notes all even tone-wise or emphasis with your pick. If you did that, it would sound very straightforward. So the spacing between the notes, you give it a little bit of a lilt. It's almost like a hornpipe. emphasizing that 1 and 3, actually 2 and 4. So just get a little bit more of that traditional hornpipe feel.